Hello, hello, and welcome. We are so delighted to have you here with us on the Disability Channel. Today, Toronto edition, our grand premiere. And wow, Julia, it is such an honor to be here with you.
Thank you, Cynthia. I can't wait to do a show with you today.
Amazing. It is such an honor to be here. Julia, you are such an incredible source of inspiration for so many. And for a lot of us who aren't familiar with your story, maybe you can just share with us how you got to be the shining star you are today.
Well, I went through Talent Inc. Canada. Talent Inc. has been wonderful and fantastic. I took classes and I took part in the conferences, and Doug and John are just amazing people.
Incredible. And you are an incredible person. See, you put out your vibe, you attract your tribe. And it's such an incredible thing that you have been able to accomplish so much and so young and from so far away. I mean, where are you right now?
I'm from Timmins, Ontario, Cynthia.
Timmins. And tell us about life in Northern Ontario.
Well, we do a lot of camping out here. We have lots of bugs and bears. Because we're and the weather is nice in Timmins with in the summer we get rainy days and we get lots of snow.
Oh wow. Yeah, see, so that's where all the snow goes. I know one time we got snow in Toronto. We didn't know what to do with it. We ended up calling in the army, and you guys are just walking through it like it's a day in the park. Wonderful. And I understand you love those s'mores too, is that right?
Oh, so delicious. I look forward to it every year.
Now, I know with COVID being an issue, what is it like over in Timmins right now?
Well, we're still in lockdown, so everything that we do is virtual. It's virtual.
Absolutely. And so in terms of the vaccines?
Well, I have exciting news about that, Cynthia.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow I get my second vaccine. I'll be fully vaccinated tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Tomorrow. Wow. That's amazing. Well, congratulations. I ended up getting my second shot as well. So it's definitely great. You're immune, and it will just open up a whole new world of possibilities for you. So let's all send in our prayers and good wishes for Julia to go through the second vaccine. All right. Now, speaking of overcoming things and being able to break through barriers and reach new heights, I mean, we have definitely been doing a lot on the Disability Channel itself. We do have some exciting things coming up. And I'm excited to note that our employment programs have been coming up, spicing up galore. We have Toronto Star Partnerships, Media 11, and Tony. I mean, amazing stuff. It is an incredible time with the Disability Channel, with job readiness programs and the accessible media content production. We're going to have a second cohort with Mohawk College. What's so nice? We do it twice. And we are also expanding our music, sports, and media platforms, which is awesome because superstars like Julia here with a background also in the arts. Maybe you could tell us a bit about that. Now, you did mention that you were, in fact, in the acting realm. How did you get started with acting?
I got started with acting because I watched Born This Way, and I wanted to be like them. So I joined Talent Inc. when they came to Timmins to put on a workshop. Oh. And from there, I went to conferences, and I got my agent the first time.
Wow, this is amazing stuff. This is why I love the Disability Channel so much, because amazing stories like this can come to light, and we can hear from shining stars like Julia. And like my guest today, we have the incredible Melissa Graham, who is going to be joining us momentarily. And she is absolutely remarkable, being an activist, an influencer, and a disability advocate. So truly somebody that I'm looking forward to speaking to. Well, as always, we decorate you to support us and your generous contributions. We really encourage that because it helps us boost employment opportunities, have incredible guests like the ones that we are having on our show today, and helps us foster growth increased participation, and self-confidence. You can go to the disabilitychannel.ca, and that way you can show your support. We are going to be right back after a quick word from our sponsor.
Hello world, it is Unstoppable Tracy with the Disability Channel inviting you to subscribe and watch live on Roku TV, on YouTube, on Restream, and also listen in Wisconsin Radio, Dave Stevens, all around the world. And on top of all of this, really proud to announce that we now also have a mobile app. So you can download for free, watch Roku TV for free, and the mobile app is free too from Google Drive. Be sure to download it and have it at your fingertips at all times. There's a job platform, and there's a live chat feature, and there's the TV feature with Roku TV, and there's also the social media channels. Take care, folks. Bye for now.
I'm Zach Damon, host of the Disability Channel Detroit. Please join us at the Disability Channel and watch the Disability Channel Detroit for all your Michigan disability information.
Well, I am so excited to be back here with Melissa. Melissa Graham, it is such an honor to have you here on our show. Thank you for joining us on this platform.
Hi, Cynthia. Thank you for having me.
Amazing. Well, without further ado, Melissa, I want to get right into it. You are such an incredible source of inspiration. You are an activist, a writer, an influencer, and you speak of resisting oppression, writing a revolution. One of your most popular blogs to date was the Invisible Backpack of Able-Bodied Privilege Checklist. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so that was actually a blog post that I wrote quite a while ago. I never expected it to have the popularity that it's had. It's been used in college and university courses and all kinds of different places. And it was just really, at the time, it was my way of trying to highlight some of the experiences that disabled people have that able-bodied people might not notice in their day-to-day experiences. But it was written in such a way that I think it was easily digestible for people and something they could easily understand. And so it took off, and it's been kind of carrying my blog for a while, to be honest, but I'm glad to see that it's getting the attention that it's getting.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you were able to make the invisible visible, and that's what it's all about. You know, your gift of writing, being able to raise awareness, open people's eyes to the realities of what it's like. Julia, did you have any comments about this?
I do. Melissa, I love listening to your stories about how you are standing up in the community. Thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. What I love most to do is engage with the community and help other people find their voice and find a way of speaking out in the community too. My biggest thing that I'm most proud of is the Toronto Disability Pride March that I've organized every year for the past decade. And the biggest feature of that march isn't so much that I get a chance to speak, but that other people have an opportunity to speak and speak to their experience.
Absolutely. And speaking to that, what are some of the key issues that you've found that have come out in those marches?
Well, to be honest, it's the same issues that come up every year, but it's important to keep highlighting those issues of housing. There's a huge lack of accessible housing still. Social assistance wages being low, lack of accessible transit, and in general, like, public perception of people with disabilities is still not where we want it to be, which is why it's important that the march makes these issues and disabled people so visible in that experience.
Absolutely. Now, you are a founder and organizer of that, and it's just incredible that you've been able to do that. But in addition to that, you are also involved with the Center for Independent Living in Toronto. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, so I'm the community facilitator for the direct funding program in Toronto. We provide funds to people with physical disabilities to hire and manage their own attendance services. But that's really, really separate from my activist work.
Absolutely. And you did talk about reclaiming grief in your Instagram, something that you've had to overcome some tremendous hurdles in your own life. Can you please elaborate for our viewers what reclaiming grief looks like?
Well, in 2019, I had some experience in my life where I really had to go through a grief process, unfortunately, right before the pandemic hit. And I really had to learn a lot for myself, how to build myself back up again, and just try to figure out who I was without the person in my life that I had before. So that to me, it's been quite a journey. I wouldn't say that I'm all the way through it yet, but it's something that we don't talk enough, I think, as a community about grief and what that looks like, especially within the disability community, where people unfortunately still tend to pass away younger than able-bodied folks, and we tend to lose people faster, and we don't always create those spaces to talk about what that's like with each other, and I think that's really important.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Julia, did you have anything you wanted to add to that?
I do. Melissa, have you ever given talks to Northern Ontario communities?
Well, I used to live in Thunder Bay many years ago. I haven't lived in Northern Ontario for a while. I don't remember giving any talks there because I was still doing post-secondary while I was there. But I know a lot of disability activists in that area that give talks on related issues.
Absolutely. Amazing. Well, that is a great question to leave viewers on. We are going to take a quick commercial break, and then we are going to touch base and find out a little more about what is going to be happening in the near future with Melissa.
Are you currently on ODSP? If you're interested in social media marketing, TV production, podcasting, or getting off assistance, please contact Jay Stoyan at 647-339-6847 or Jay at thedisabilitychannel.ca. The Disability Channel, showcasing abilities.
For the episodes of Veterans Onward to Prosperity, I'm your host, Master Sergeant Retired Anna Maria Bliven, bringing you every week information, resources, and sources that help tackle the issues and situations that occur when transitioning from military to civilian life.
Welcome back. Now, I am so excited because I do actually understand that you are, in fact, working with the Citizens for Disabilities Ontario to develop a forum for engaging youth with disabilities. Could you tell us about that?
Actually, that was some time ago. It was in Ottawa. I don't know what they're doing these days, but that was quite a good experience when that happened. It was a few years ago now. But yeah, Citizens with Disability Ontario is a great organization. It's a provincial organization that advocates for people with disabilities on a variety of issues. Their website is cwdo.org if you want to check it out.
Excellent. And in terms of your area of expertise and what you are working on, could you tell us what is in store coming up?
Well, the next Toronto Disability Pride March will be coming up on September 18th, 2021. We're not sure yet at this time whether it'll be an in-person march or a virtual march because of everything going on in the world with the pandemic right now. But either way, I'm sure it'll be an excellent time. There'll be more information to come soon. If you'd like to find out more information coming up, it'll be on tdpm.org. You can also find us on all the big social media websites like Twitter and Facebook and all that.
Excellent.
Really
now, yeah, sorry, Julia, you were saying?
Melissa, I would love to follow your journey and keep in touch. How can we follow you and keep up with what you're doing?
Well, you can find me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. My Twitter handle is melgrant at melgrant, and I actually can't think of my Instagram handle. I should know that off the top of my head, but I am on Instagram, so you can look for me there as well. I'm also pretty active in the community and easy to find here in Toronto.
Absolutely. I will attest to that. I was able to find her really easily because when you are looking up advocates, movers and shakers in the disability world, she pops right up. And I'm just so delighted that you are here on our platform, being able to impart your wisdom, your passion, and your message. It is such an honor to be with somebody who is such an incredible source of strength and wisdom for so many. And on that note, I wanted to see if you had any advice for people watching right now. What would you tell them?
I think I would tell them, if you have something that you're passionate about, or even something that's just really bothering you, to speak out about it and get your voice out there, because you never know who else might be thinking the same thing and want to join up with you and sort of create something out of that experience. So don't be afraid to get out there and be heard about things that are important to you, I think, is the most important message I can give for today.
That is incredible, and definitely let that percolate. Just to know that you too, like Melissa, can make your voice heard and make a true difference. We are going to let that wisdom percolate as we cut to commercial break. And for those of you who want to connect with Melissa, please do check our website, as all of her contact information is there. Thank you. All about inclusion and really giving everyone a fair say.
Welcome to the Today Show. This is our flagship show. I am Unstoppable Tracy.
I am Zach Damon.
It is a pleasure to be here. I am excited. What is up?
We have a great show today.
Jay Stoyan here for the Disability Channel, the world's only inclusive channel for and by persons with disabilities.
Get ready to be inspired, everyone.
We have people watching from all over the world, but also all over Ontario.
We also take a concerted attention in the veterans community.
In moments of stress and trauma, we can get a hold of ourselves.
To help make a difference for people with disabilities, to show people how to love themselves or their disability.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys having me, giving this platform for myself and other people with disabilities.
Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this episode of the Disability Channel Detroit. Please tune in next time.
Welcome back. We have had a powerhouse premiere episode with our fabulous Melissa. Additionally, you can always come on www.thedisabilitychannel.ca to see the latest and greatest. We interviewed some of the most amazing movers and shakers, and we are so honored to have you join us here for this momentous occasion. Julia herself is such an awesome star at such a young age. Incredible talent here. We look forward to having more shows and bringing you on to see the amazing things that people are doing and that we're doing. Join in, be a part of us. That's right, you can join FlipGive and show your support for our employment programs, for our job readiness programs, and so much more. Thank you for watching, and make sure you follow us.
Thanks, Cynthia. Bye, everyone.